Hey everyone, welcome back to Real Easy Talks, your daily English practice. I'm Anna.
And I'm Tom. We're so happy you're here with us today. If you're new, subscribe so you don't miss our daily episodes.
So Tom, you look exhausted, like more than usual. What happened?
Yesterday was a disaster, Anna. Everything went wrong because of timing, every single thing.
Tell me, what happened?
Okay, so Lily asked me to pick up dinner at that Thai place she loves, the one on 5th Street. I drove all the way there, 20 minutes in traffic, and when I arrived, they had already closed. Closed at 8:30. I could feel this wave of frustration just rising up from my stomach.
Oh no.
But it gets worse. Then I thought, okay, I'll call Jake. Maybe we can grab something together instead. So I called him, and Jake had already left for the airport. He's going to visit his sister this week. I didn't even know.
He hadn't told you?
He had texted me about it on Monday, but I hadn't seen the message. It was just sitting there in my phone, unread for 5 days. 5 days, Anna.
That's very Tom.
And then I got home, sat down to at least finish my client project before bed, and my laptop had already died. Battery at 0. I forgot to charge it. So I'm just sitting there in the dark kitchen. No dinner, no Jake, no laptop. And Lily walks in and says, "So, how was your day?"
What did you say?
I just stared at her. I had no words. My brain was completely empty, like someone had unplugged it.
Tom, did you notice what you just did?
Complained a lot?
Well, yes, but you also used 3 different tenses perfectly. I drive to the Thai place. Well, you said drove. That's your story. Past simple. They had already closed. That's what happened before your story. Past perfect. And Lily loves that Thai place. That's just always true. Present simple.
Mm-hmm. Huh. I didn't even think about it. I was just telling you what happened.
And that's exactly what we're talking about today. I do, I did, and I had done. 3 tenses, 3 layers of time, and you already use them naturally. You just don't know the rules yet.
3 layers of time. That sounds like a science fiction movie.
It's way simpler than science fiction. Think of it like a building. Present simple is the ground floor, what's always true. Past simple is the first floor, your story, what happened. And past perfect is the basement, what happened before your story.
Ground floor, first floor, basement. I like that.
Let's start at the ground floor. I do. Present simple.
The easy one, right? Things that are generally true, habits, routines, facts.
Exactly. I eat breakfast every morning. She works at a hospital. Water boils at 100 degrees. The sun rises in the east. These things are always true or happen regularly.
I design logos for a living. Lily takes the bus to work. Jake forgets to reply to messages. Clearly.
Poor Jake. But yes, all present simple. Your daily reality, the things that just are.
And the tricky part is knowing when not to use it, right?
Exactly. A very common mistake is using present simple for past events. I go to the store yesterday. That's wrong.
Because yesterday is done, finished. It needs past tense. I went to the store yesterday.
Right. And that takes us up to the first floor. I did. Past simple.
The storytelling tense. This is where all the good stuff happens.
It really is. Past simple is how we tell stories. Completed actions that are done and finished. I ate eggs this morning. We watched a movie last night. She called me at 3 o'clock.
And they usually come with time markers, right? Yesterday, last week, this morning, in 2020.
Often, yes. Past simple loves time markers. They're like signposts that tell your brain this is past tense territory. I met Lily 3 years ago. I graduated in 2018. We moved into this apartment last summer.
I finished the client project at midnight. Jake called me this morning. Anna burned her toast yesterday.
I did not burn my toast yesterday.
Did you, though?
Biscuit distracted me. He was doing his little dance by the door. You know, the one where he spins in circles because he wants to go outside? And I forgot about the toast. The smoke alarm went off and scared him so much he hid under the bed for 20 minutes.
Poor Biscuit. But that's a perfect example. The smoke alarm went off. Past simple. He hid under the bed. Past simple. One thing after another, like a movie playing forward.
And that's the key thing about past simple. It tells your story in order. First this happened, then this happened, then this happened, like dominoes falling.
So present simple is the ground floor, what's always true. Past simple is the first floor, your story, your movie, events falling like dominoes. I like this building we're building.
Now, let's go to the basement. I had done. Past perfect. The one that confuses everyone.
The scary one.
It doesn't have to be scary. Here's the key. Past perfect is the past before the past. When you're already telling a story in past simple and you need to go back even further in time.
Like a flashback in a movie.
That's the perfect way to think about it. You're watching a movie, that's your past simple, and then the screen goes wavy, the music changes, and you flash back to something that happened earlier. That earlier thing, that's past perfect.
So in my story about yesterday, I went to the Thai place, that's the movie, past simple. They had already closed, that's the flashback to something that happened before I arrived.
Exactly. The closing happened first. Your arriving happened second. But you're telling it from your perspective, from when you arrived. So the earlier event gets past perfect. Had closed happened before went.
Two events in the past. Past perfect shows which one happened first.
That's it. When you need to make the order clear, when you need to show that one thing happened before another past thing, past perfect is your tool.
When I arrived at the restaurant, it had already closed. The closing is the flashback.
Perfect. And notice the word already. It shows up a lot with past perfect. They had already eaten. She had already gone home. The movie had already started when we got to the theater.
Oh, the theater one. I've lived that. Lily and I went to see that new action movie last month, and we were late because I was, well, running late as usual. And when we walked in, the opening scene had already finished. We missed the first 10 minutes. And Lily gave me that look. You know the look. The one where her eyes say, "I told you we should have left earlier," without actually saying a word.
The silent look, more powerful than any sentence.
Way more powerful. I could feel it in my spine, like a cold hand grabbing the back of my neck.
That's a very specific body sensation. I believe you. So let's put all three tenses together in one clear example. Ready?
Ready.
I eat breakfast every morning. Present simple, my habit.
Ground floor.
This morning, I ate eggs and toast. Past simple, a specific event done and finished.
First floor. The movie.
I wasn't very hungry because I had eaten a big dinner the night before. Past perfect. Something that happened even earlier, before this morning.
The basement, the flashback, 3 layers of time in 3 sentences. That's actually really clear when you lay it out like that.
See? Not scary at all. The trick is thinking about layers. Present is now, past simple is your story, and past perfect is the backstory, what happened before your story started.
Backstory, that's the word. Past perfect is the backstory. Like in a video game when they show you the character's history before the adventure begins.
And here's something that will make you relax even more. You don't always need past perfect. If the time order is already clear from context or from words like before and after, past simple is totally fine.
Wait, really? So I don't have to use it every time?
Not at all. I ate dinner before I went to bed. The word before already tells you the order. You could say, I had eaten dinner before I went to bed, and it's correct, but it's not necessary.
So past perfect is more like a spotlight. You use it when you want to highlight that something happened first, when the order might be confusing without it.
Exactly. It's a clarity tool. When I got to the office, I realized I forgot my laptop. This is fine. People understand. But when I got to the office, I realized I had forgotten my laptop. This makes the timeline crystal clear.
And which one do people actually use in real life?
Great question. In casual conversation, people often skip past past perfect. I already ate instead of I had already eaten. She already left instead of she had already left. Both are understood.
So it's not the end of the world if I don't use it perfectly every time.
Not at all. But in writing, in storytelling, in professional situations, past perfect shows you really know your English. It's like the difference between a good outfit and a great outfit. Both work, but one shows more attention to detail.
I love that. So what's the biggest mistake people make with these 3 tenses?
The most common one I see with my students? Mixing up past simple and present simple for past events. They say, yesterday I go to the store, instead of yesterday I went to the store. That little change from go to went makes all the difference.
Because yesterday is a past time marker. It's a road sign that says past tense lane.
Exactly. And the second biggest mistake is being scared of past perfect and never using it at all. They'll tell a whole story in past simple. I arrived, the restaurant closed, I went home. And technically, people understand, but the timeline is muddy. Did the restaurant close when you arrived or before you arrived?
The restaurant had closed makes it clear. It closed before I got there. That little had does a lot of heavy lifting.
It really does. And here's something I tell my students. If you're not sure whether to use past simple or past perfect, ask yourself one question. Did this happen before the other past event in my story? If yes, past perfect. If it's just the next thing that happened, past simple.
One question, that's it. Did this happen before?
That's it. Keep it simple.
I wish someone had told me that years ago. See what I did there? Past perfect.
Look at you using it naturally already. And for storytelling, past perfect really makes a difference. When you're telling a long story with multiple events, it keeps everything organized. Let's practice. I want you to tell me a story using all 3 tenses.
Okay, let me think. So I usually finish work around 6. That's my normal routine.
Present simple. Good start.
But yesterday I worked until 8. because a client changed the design at the last minute.
Past simple, your story.
By the time I got home, Lily had already cooked dinner and eaten without me. She had waited until 7:30, but then she got hungry.
Beautiful. Past perfect for what Lily did before you got home, then back to past simple for her getting hungry. The timeline is perfectly clear.
My terrible days make excellent grammar lessons.
They really do. Okay, let me give you some practice sentences. I'll describe a situation, you give me the right tense.
Bring it on.
Your morning coffee, something you do every single day.
I drink 2 cups of coffee before I start working. Present simple, my sacred routine.
What happened with your coffee this morning?
I made a double espresso and burned my tongue. Past simple. Happened this morning. Done. Ouch.
Now, why did you burn your tongue?
Because I hadn't waited long enough for it to cool down. Past perfect. The not waiting happened before the burning. The backstory to my pain.
Perfect. Here's a tricky one. Jake's text message, the one you missed for 5 days.
Oh no. Okay. Jake texts me all the time. Present simple. He does this regularly. On Monday, he texted me about his trip. Past simple. Specific event. But I didn't see it until Saturday because I hadn't checked my messages all week. Past perfect. The not checking happened before the seeing.
Flawless. 3 tenses, 1 story, totally clear. One more. Use all 3 to tell me something about Lily.
Lily reads before bed every night. Present simple. Her habit. Last night, she finished her entire book in 2 hours. Past simple. What happened last night? She read so fast because she had already started it over the weekend and only had 50 pages left. Past perfect for what she'd done earlier.
That's flawless, Tom. The timeline is crystal clear and it sounds completely natural.
Can I try one about Anna?
About me? Go for it.
Anna teaches English every day. Present simple. Yesterday, she taught a class about past perfect. Past simple. Her students understood it quickly because she had explained it so well on the podcast the day before.
Are you saying my podcast is better than my classroom?
I'm saying you're great at both, but that was 3 tenses in one natural story.
It really was. And notice how smooth it sounds. You didn't stop to think about the grammar, you just told the story and the tenses followed.
If you're listening right now and thinking, I could never do that, you can. Start with simple stories from your day. What do you always do? What did you do today? What had already happened before that? 3 questions, 3 tenses.
That's perfect advice.
It actually feels natural now, like the tenses are just tools for telling the story, not scary grammar rules. Something just clicked. I can feel it in my chest, like a weight I didn't know was there just lifted.
That's the best feeling in learning. And that's exactly the right mindset. Tenses are storytelling tools. Present simple sets the scene. Past simple tells the story. Past perfect adds the backstory.
Scene, story, backstory. 3 layers, 3 tenses. That's all I need to remember.
And one more important thing before vocabulary. Here are the signal words that help you choose.
Signal words?
For present simple, always, usually, every day, sometimes, never. I always wake up at 7. For past simple, yesterday, last week, ago, this morning, in 2020, I woke up late yesterday. And for past perfect, already, by the time, before, after, never, before. I had already woken up when the alarm went off.
Signal words are like road signs. They tell you which tense lane to drive in.
Love that metaphor. And if you're ever confused, look for the signal word. It usually tells you exactly which tense to use. Okay, vocabulary time.
Let's do it.
First, tense, a verb form that shows when an action happens in time. English uses different tenses to show past, present, and future.
Like different floors in a building, each one shows a different moment.
Second, present simple, the tense for habits, facts, and things that are generally true. I drink coffee every morning.
The ground floor, what's always true about your life.
Third, past simple, the tense for completed actions in the past. I drank coffee this morning.
The first floor, your story playing forward like a movie.
Fourth, past perfect, the tense for something that happened before another past event. I had already drunk my coffee when she arrived.
The basement, the flashback, the backstory before the story.
Fifth, time marker, a word or phrase that tells you when something happened, like yesterday, already, or every day. Time markers help you choose the right tense.
Road signs that point you to the right tense lane.
Sixth, backstory, the events that happened before the main story begins. Past perfect gives your story a backstory.
Everything that happened before the camera started rolling.
Seventh, sequence, the order in which events happen, one after another. Past perfect helps you show the sequence of past events clearly.
First this, then that. The timeline of your story.
And eighth, time relationship, how different events connect to each other in time. Tenses are really just tools for showing time relationships.
The invisible thread connecting all the moments in your story. All right, that was a great deep dive into 3 essential tenses.
It really was. Remember, present simple is your scene, past simple is your story, and past perfect is your backstory. 3 layers, 3 tenses.
Now a question for you. Tell us in the comments. Think about your day yesterday. What did you do? And what had already happened before that? Try using past simple and past perfect together in one sentence.
We love reading your answers.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share with a friend who's learning English.
We'll see you tomorrow with another easy conversation.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.